Before you read Thinking, Fast and Slow, you need to understand one essential truth. Your brain is not a single thinker. It is two systems operating at the same time, one fast, one slow. One automatic, one deliberate. One intuitive, one analytical. And the tension between these two systems shapes every decision you make. Daniel Kahneman's work reveals something profound. Most of your daily choices are not the result of careful reasoning. They are the product of mental shortcuts, quick judgments your brain makes to save time and energy. These shortcuts feel effortless, but they often lead you to predictable mistakes. Imagine this moment. You glance at a headline and instantly form an opinion. You meet someone for the first time and immediately sense whether you trust them. You make a financial decision based on a feeling rather than analysis. These are examples of fast thinking, quick, intuitive, and automatic. Slow thinking is different. It is deliberate, effortful, logical. It requires attention. And because it requires energy, your brain avoids it whenever possible. The big idea is simple. Before you read Thinking, Fast and Slow, you must understand that your mind is not always working in your best interest. It is working in the most efficient way, not the most accurate way. Most people assume they are rational thinkers. They believe their decisions are based on logic, evidence, and careful analysis. But Kahneman's research shows the opposite. Humans are predictably irrational. Not randomly irrational, predictably irrational. We make the same mistakes in the same ways for the same reasons. Here's a micro story. A manager is hiring for a role. She interviews a candidate who is confident, articulate, and charismatic. Within minutes, she feels impressed. She assumes the candidate is competent, even though confidence and competence are not the same. This is the halo effect. One positive trait influences your entire judgment. This is what Thinking, Fast and Slow exposes. Your mind takes shortcuts. It jumps to conclusions. It fills in gaps. It creates stories that feel true, even when they're not. But here's the pattern interrupt. Your brain is not trying to deceive you. It is trying to protect you. Fast thinking evolved to help humans survive. Quick judgments kept our ancestors alive. But in the modern world, investing, hiring, planning, negotiating, these same shortcuts can lead to costly mistakes. Understanding why this matters changes everything. You stop assuming your first impression is accurate. You stop trusting your intuition blindly. You stop believing your thoughts are always reliable. Instead, you begin to question. You begin to slow down. You begin to think about your thinking. You're not just learning psychology. You're learning to see your own mind clearly. Before you read Thinking, Fast and Slow, you need a clear understanding of the book's core framework. The two systems of thought. 1. System 1. Fast thinking. System 1 is automatic, intuitive, and effortless. It operates without conscious control. It recognizes patterns. It makes snap judgments. It reacts instantly. Examples: detecting anger in someone's voice, completing the phrase, peanut butter and instantly knowing which object is closer. System 1 is fast, but it is also biased. 2. System 2, slow thinking. System 2 is deliberate, analytical, and effortful. It requires attention. It solves complex problems. It questions assumptions. It overrides impulses. Examples: solving a math problem, comparing financial options, planning a long-term strategy. System 2 is accurate, but it is lazy. 3. Cognitive biases, the predictable errors. When System 1 jumps to conclusions and System 2 fails to intervene, biases appear. Anchoring, availability, loss aversion, confirmation bias. These are not flaws. They are features of how the brain saves energy. For the illusion of understanding, your brain creates stories that feel coherent, even when they are incomplete. This is why confidence often exceeds accuracy. Your mind prefers a simple story over a complex truth. Pattern interrupt. You don't see the world as it is. You see the world as your mind simplifies it. Fast thinking writes the story. Slow thinking rarely edits it. Here is how to apply the core ideas of thinking fast and slow in real life, calmly, intentionally, and sustainably. 1. Slow down your first reaction. When you feel a strong immediate judgment, pause. Ask, is this System 1 or System 2? This single question interrupts automatic thinking. Microstory. A team leader receives an email that sounds urgent. Her instinct is to respond immediately. Instead, she pauses. She rereads it slowly. She realizes the urgency was emotional, not factual. This is the power of slowing down. 2. Use the second thought rule. Your first thought is automatic. Your second thought is intentional. Your first thought is instinct. Your second thought is reflection. Train yourself to wait for the second thought. 3. Identify your bias triggers. Ask yourself, am I anchoring on the first number I heard? Am I only noticing information that confirms my belief? Am I avoiding loss more than pursuing gain? Awareness reduces bias. 4. Create decision checklists. Checklists reduce cognitive load. They force System 2 to engage. They prevent emotional shortcuts. Examples: investment checklist, hiring checklist, negotiation checklist. 5. Build slow thinking time into your day. Schedule time for reflection. Review decisions. Analyze outcomes. Think about your thinking. Every slow thought is a vote for the person you want to become. Before you read Thinking Fast and Slow, you now understand the foundation required to apply it. System 1. Fast, intuitive, automatic. System 2. Slow, deliberate, analytical. Biases, predictable errors that arise when fast thinking dominates. Reflection, the tool that brings clarity. These ideas form a complete mental model. A model that helps you see your own mind. A model that helps you make better decisions. A model that helps you think with intention. Your mind is powerful, but only when you understand how it works. If this breakdown helped you understand what you need before reading Thinking Fast and Slow, subscribe to Books Insights for more premium, minimalist explanations of psychology, productivity, and decision-making.